Hey guys, Demi here, Happy New Year and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you my cat Trixie. She also happens to be blind, she is a rescue, but I'll dive more into that in a moment. So I got Trixie around 2 years ago, but she's approximately, well, nearly 3 years old on 12th January. That is the birthday that the rescue give her, because they don't actually know how old she is. They just assumed that she looked young, but she was also very sick when I got her. But I will go get her now. She doesn't really like to be held that much. This is Trixie. She's definitely gonna try and jump up my arms and claw me to death. This is Trixie. She is, yep, she's going. Trixie! Oh, she just clawed me. Well, that's Trixie. She is an angel. She just, when I very first got her, she was practically brought, well, okay, let me start fresh. One day, because I went back to college to study animals, at home just like looking on the RSPC, I just like looking to see if there's any animals really, because obviously, you know, I've rescued quite a few animals over the years. This was just like out of the blue. I didn't even mean it, but I came across Trixie's profile and instantly fell in love with her. I sent the post to Laura and she was like, oh my god, we have to get her. A few days later I applied, got through, and I was able to, they chose me over the 60 people. I did say practically half blind too, just like the cat, so it would be a perfect match, and they said it would be a perfect match. I had to show my house and stuff to see if it's suitable. So a few days later at college I was sat there and it was time, we was like, how am I supposed to get to Birmingham to get this cat, because obviously I live in Liverpool. It was like the journey, I can't drive. Laura's car has issues, and it had issues and it wasn't suitable for the drive. She's climbing through my desk. Are you gonna come back up and say hi? Do you choose Trixie? So she's gonna go again. Trix, stay. Yeah, we had no way of getting this cat basically. I didn't even tell my mum and dad about it, and at this point I didn't decide to go to university or anything. So basically it was just a spontaneous plan to adopt this cat. In the end, a friend that we met in college decided to offer us a lift. So we drove 2 hours to Birmingham to get this cat. When I first brought her home, she was absolutely petrified of people. You would go near her and she'd just sprint. She'd hide under the couch or just stay in her pet carrier that I got her. She literally hated people. She's in the enclosure, which is now storage. There's no animal in there, just stay in there. Yeah, so she would just run and hide, and she was mainly scared of men, so she would run from my dad and run from my brothers all the time. It took months for her to warm up to us, but we was like, why is this cat so scared? And on her profile it said that she came from a colony of about 60 stray cats on the streets of Birmingham, and they think that, so she was just like in alleyways and stuff, you know, stray cats, whatever they do, and she was only really a baby when they brought her in. They think someone might have threw something at her who was a male and caused the damage to her eye. So when I first brought her home, she was staying in my room and stuff, and then I had to leave her in the day and go to college. And at this point my dad did not know about this cat, and I was like, he hates cats, he absolutely despises cats. This cat can just live in my room forever. That was the plan. On the way back from the rescue, we had to get driven halfway because our friend lived halfway, and then we had to get the train from hers into Manchester and then Manchester back to Liverpool, and somehow sneak this cat in without my dad knowing. Somehow managed to do it. I had everything that I had been buying her for the past week set up in my room already, and somehow my dad didn't notice. And then one day I was at college and he decided to go in my room and found the cat. He was not very happy. He was like, I hate cats, let's get rid of her. Whatever. I was like, no, we're not gonna get rid of it. And 2 years, it's his baby, his actual baby. He loved it so much he got my mum a cat. Yeah, from dog person to cat person, that is. I didn't even know if I liked cats when I first adopted her. It was literally spontaneous. So when Trixie first came home, she was fine, she was in my room, but then she was eating, but she was screaming for food. It was like she was starving. And she was losing weight. I need to show you this. She is literally sat in a paper bag. Yeah, she was really sick. She was throwing up. She's bringing up the food and then she was absolutely screaming for food. She'd jump on the counter. She wouldn't listen. I mean, cats don't really listen anyway. But she was so ill and I was scared that she was gonna die. Basically, it got to the point where I thought she was gonna die. So I took her to the vets and they didn't really know what was up with her. They were just like, oh, she's a rescue. It's probably just settling in, you know, the first few weeks. And then one day she went in a litter box and my brother noticed that there was little white things moving in her stool, basically. And it turns out she had a parasite. She had parasites which the rescue I got her from somehow didn't find. So this poor cat had this from when she was first in the rescue, which was the January, and I adopted her in the February, and we noticed that she was sick the next month. So this poor cat has been living with this for months. It came to about £300 in vet bills to get the medication and stuff for her. I just kept trying everything. I put her on medicated food to try and fix her stomach because she was just constantly bringing up like bile and everything, and she was really sick. I actually thought she was gonna die. It was kind of scary. But then a few months later she started warming up to us and she started eating fine. She's still on the medicated food right now because I'm a bit scared to move her back off it in case his stomach doesn't agree with normal cat food. I will show you a picture of how skinny she was. It was scary, but now she's nice and chubby. Actually, I'm at uni now, so I live about 2 hours away to go to uni, so I only see her, which is really sad. I only see her on like the half term, so like Christmas, Easter and then summer. She is honestly the best decision I ever made. I do love her incredibly and she saved me. That is the story of Trixie. Now I'm like, would they want to see Misty, which is my mum's cat? She's about 8 months old. She's a little menace, but she's a lot more affectionate than Trixie because she was from a kitten. She's a lot more affectionate than Trixie because obviously they've come from different backgrounds. Yes, I will go get Misty. One thing I forgot to say, that Trixie is a black and white tuxedo cat. This is Misty. Misty is a lynx cross with a rag doll. She is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. She's just a baby. Oh yeah. Yeah, Misty is about 8 months old now. We only got her when she was about 8 weeks old actually. When we first got Misty, we weren't sure if Trixie was gonna get along with a cat. Obviously she came from a colony of cats, but like when she seen the cat out the window, her tail would go like one of them fuzzy duster things. We was like, oh, she might baby her, you never know. Boy, were we wrong. The first few months she would hit the kitten, she would hiss at her. She hated it every day, but now it's the other way around and Misty absolutely beats up Trixie. I feel so bad for her, but she is a little bully. But like, wait, I want to show you her tail. Her tail's gorgeous. But her tail is absolutely gorgeous. Aren't you, babe? Aren't you, baby? She's just a baby. You're so cute. Mrs. Blue, well, I call her Misty Blue, but my dad's like, no, her name will not be Misty Blue because that's Everton Blue because we're Liverpool. However, I did the insurance and I named her Misty Blue. Likes to lie on my actual keyboard. Like, I have a picture of when we first got her when she was absolutely tiny. I will show you the difference. She was absolutely tiny, but Misty is a lynx cross with a ragdoll. She's beige with grey ears and a massive grey tail. She is adorable. She doesn't really meow though, she goes rah. But yeah, she's gorgeous. But that is the story of my cats. Well, one of my cats. This is not mine, but she might as well be when I'm home. Yeah. Anyway guys, thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you enjoyed the little story of my cats, really. My blind cat and my sighted cat. So the sighted cat beats up the blind one. That sounds terrible, but Trixie does know how to hit her back. So I hope you have a happy new year and hit all the resolutions you want to hit. Bye.